Sean, who made a video about you, attacking you, who I actually didn't know he was affiliated with Bread2, but he's considered part of their constellation. And the video attacking you, which relies heavily on official...
Hey, Debbie. Hey, J.R. Ryder, what's up? Hey, Natan. Hey, hippie chick. What's up? Rewriting articles. 1 month ago. Huh. Kind of want to see. A bunch of people are bashing Jimmy Dore. I'm kind of interested in seeing what they're saying. To Sean. S-H-A-U-N. Okay. S-H-A-U-N. I want to see some of these, though. And let me save that page. Nick, good morning, man. Thanks for all the support over there on Twitter, bro. S-H-A-U-N. Oh, here we go. How long is this video? 50 minutes? Okay. Somebody did a video bashing Jimmy Dore, and I'm sure I'm not going to be able to play
Hello,
it.
everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about anti-vaccine propaganda.
All right, so, this is really interesting. Huh. This guy doesn't even have a warning on his goddamn YouTube channel, bro. He doesn't have a warning saying, "Oh, COVID, blah blah blah" at the bottom. So I know if I play it on my show, though, I know I'll get strikes and shit. Dude, one of my channels is down. What's up? Hold on. Hold on a second, guys. Are we gonna be able to listen to that? Hold on a second. Let me just check my channels and make sure my main channel is up. Can anybody verify that my main channel is up? It'd help me out a lot if you guys could tell me. Hey, Caleb. Oh, is it VK? Oh, it looks like VK is down. I wonder why. No big deal. I don't mind. Fuck VK. Nobody watches me over there anyway. Fuck VK. Okay, cool. We're good. We're good. No problem. Probably have to reconnect the channel or something, which I don't care about. Are we going to be able to listen to that? Cheers from Mutzigum. Okay. Cheers. Okay. Good morning, Sean. Hey, Training Nick. Main channel up. Okay, thank you. Good. Okay, we're good. Good. Yeah, so I don't think I could. I'd love to watch this, but pretty sure, because YouTube doesn't let me do that, we can't listen to a bunch of, accusations leveled against Jimmy Dore because it will sound like my channel is amplifying the rhetoric that they fucking hate. Nice, huh? Wow, look at this fucking recovery. Holy shit. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at this, guys. Look at the recovery. Look right here. Look at that. The peak's going up there. Look at this. See that right there? There. All of them. All of them have made a huge recovery, man. Since we started the show this morning. Going up, up, up. Great. Love it. Steve Running, hello. Thank you for the support on Twitter, Steve Running. Really use the support over there, guys. Got a bunch of people pissed off at me, calling me names, attacking my channel, trying to get Twitter to take my channel down. Would be lovely if you guys would go over there and help me out and give me some more support. And those of you who are doing it, I do see that. Thank you. Doc Hollandaise went over there and said, it's like, hey, shut up. Nay's awesome. Give him a chance. And she's like, yeah, that's going to convince me. I'm like, you need to be nicer to people, bro. Telling people to shut up and then asking them to watch my show. Yeah, that's not going to work. I will try to watch the Sam Cedar from a month ago. Maybe this won't have as much anti-rhetoric in it. Let me just see. They're trying to call Jimmy Dore out, and I'm interested in the shit. Because I'm aware
Since we're talking about comedian.
I'm aware of Jimmy Dore's manipulation of his audience. I'm 100% aware of it. He can't manipulate me. I'm just wondering how far other people that notice that, they take it and try to over-exaggerate it. I'm interested, curious in that.
We mentioned this. Did we mention this the other day? Someone
I
told
need
us
to. I need to smoke.
Sean is a YouTuber. I don't know anything about him. I mean, I've seen a couple of his YouTubes over the years.
Does good work.
He does very good work. I mean, really, really impressive depth. And this YouTuber Sean posted on Friday a YouTube that exposes Jimmy Dore's recent anti-vax lies. And it is incredibly well done. And look, here's the bottom line.
Okay. Now, here's the bottom line. So, Jimmy Dore's not anti-vax, so Sam Cedar's already a fucking liar. That's it. There you go. Jimmy Dore is not anti-vax, so Sam Cedar is a fucking cunt liar. Okay? Let's just get that right out there. He's not anti-vax. His narrative plays into the anti-vax narrative. Absolutely. Jimmy, he's feeding the anti-vax narrative, certainly, with his rhetoric. But his personal rhetoric, not anti-vax. He'll literally just come out and say, I'm not anti-vax. Okay, he's not anti-vax, period. There you go. Just lost 5 people. Hey, Docky, just lost 5 people talking about this. Okay, let's keep going. Don't know what happened. 5 people.
I don't think that we share much of an audience with Jimmy Dore anymore. I certainly would perceive it as a failing.
Fuck that
If
cunt
we
liar.
have not alienated people who think that Jimmy Dore is actually providing any type of actual intelligent analysis and not disingenuous analysis.
Yes.
Okay, he's right. It is a little disingenuous.
And this is important, though. If you do know people who still watch Jimmy Dore, I mean, I think there's I
gotta tell you,
huge segment of his audience.
I watch Jimmy Dore, but I don't watch him as often and as religiously as I used to. I'm giving you guys all the facts.
That does not care that he is engaging in anti-vax
All right.
stuff. That's why they're
Cheers,
there.
everybody. No
That's
law
why they
regarding
care.
slander.
And
No law regarding
we have
slander.
said this
Cheers.
In an offhand manner over the past couple of months, Matt has made the point. You can look at Jimmy Dore's numbers and see the implications of his anti-vax stuff. This is the way you build a following, but it is up to you people to make sure there's accountability. Not just accountability for Jimmy Dore. He doesn't care. I mean, he obviously doesn't care. But for people who
Doc, it wouldn't surprise me if you already did. But if you haven't yet, at some point, could you go back and apologize to that woman you told to shut up on Twitter? I'd appreciate that, brother. Her response to you was, yeah, that's going to help a lot, telling me to shut up to go get me to check out Nay. So I was like, hey, man, could you please be nicer? If you could do that, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Watch Jimmy Dore pass this video on. We didn't make it. For people who amplify Jimmy Dore, who praise Jimmy Dore,
Run interference for this BS.
who run interference for it,
I don't run
who
interference
go
for
on
it.
his program.
Who
I don't
shy
run
away
interference
from
for-
criticizing him.
I don't
because
shy
they
away
don't
from
want
criticizing
to
him.
Alienate a certain audience while still.
I don't do it.
All of it.
I'm going to tell you.
Maybe
Make sure-
if you're watching this and you do similar things to what we do.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you who she's talking about, and she's right. Jackson Hinkle. He blindly defends Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore can do no wrong as far as Jackson Hinkle's concerned. And I'm like, okay. You're right. Oh, thanks, Doc. No need for that, right? To tell someone to shut up? Yeah. At least she was engaging me in conversation. I don't want to shut her up. We're having a conversation. And it's an important one, too. It's about
As a
perceptions.
career.
Make sure that
Indoctrination.
you, as an audience member, or
People
someone
are being
out there,
trained
make sure
to
that
hate
these
people.
see this video.
For certain
All you have
triggers,
to do
you
really
know?
is watch the first 10, 15 minutes to get the gist of it. You watch the whole video. Sean goes very into. He's meticulous about going through a couple of the stories that Jimmy Dore has done.
I'm going to watch that. I wish I could watch it with
digs
you.
into the science and explains it in such a way so that you can know that it's knowable. That if Jimmy Dore actually
It
gave
was
an
early.
F, none of this stuff
Oh.
is beyond.
Oh, she's against me, Doc. They're all against me. But we have to learn to treat people with a little bit more respect that we disagree with so we can have the conversation. As soon as you tell someone to shut up, they will. They'll be like, all right, fine, fuck off. Now go have the conversation with somebody else. And I'm trying to have the conversation there with people. That's why I put my tweet under that photograph, because I wanted to open up a dialogue with people who I felt have their hearts in the wrong places, because, you know, every time they see a semi-automatic rifle, all they can see is a bunch of kids getting slaughtered in a fucking school. You know?
The reach of a person to understand at least well enough. But this segment right here, this is in the first quarter of the video. We're just going to play a quick segment of it. It deals with a story that Jimmy was reading, I think about, was it about Singapore? And he's trying to make the argument, and I would say Sean also very deftly deals with the fact that Jimmy Dore never comes out against the vaccine. It's always nibbling.
No, dude, I think you got the two women confused. But my bad, bro, if you were addressing one of them and not the other. I actually retweeted her. The one that put up my profile and said, if you're following this guy, I want to know about it. Yeah, I want to know if any of my followers are following this guy. She's got like 100 of her followers are following me. She must hate that shit. You know, she only got like 2 likes on her tweet. No, I want to promote that. Yeah, I don't want her to block me or block you or any of us. I want to promote that. I want people to see that someone is actually trying to cancel my channel on Twitter because they disagree with me on something that has no bearing on any of us. You know, it's fucking hilarious.
Around it and creating, doubt and this and that. And look, doubt should exist. People should be critical thinking about this stuff.
And when I say something that has no bearing on any of us, I'm saying 2 guys wearing guns on their backs doesn't have a bearing on us at all. And if you let it have a bearing on you, you're the problem.
But Jimmy Dore, and this is outlined in this one segment, not only misrepresents articles that he's talking about and misinterprets them either purposely or because he's just an idiot.
Or doesn't read them.
Or doesn't read them.
Reads the headlines and that's it.
Yeah, now they're just bashing Jimmy. I will say this. I've literally seen Jimmy Dore misrepresent facts to his audience. He does it a lot. I don't like it. You know, he'll put someone like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. on his show. He'll put someone like this Dr. Bob, whatever the fuck that guy's name is. You know, and he won't question them. So while they're right, somewhat, they're going a little hard here on Jimmy. You know, they just mentioned a bunch of shit that just, oh yeah, he just says shit without reading it, without caring, without knowing, or he's got a counter narrative, or he's just an asshole and a fucking liar. That's a lot of slanderous shit right there. But you know, that's what we do. We put ourselves out there so we could take this criticism, right?
But,
We already talked.
But
Yeah.
this segment shows where he literally changes
Okay, I want to see this.
the article
Okay, I want to see this.
to present
That's-
a completely distorted.
This
picture
is an
of what was
accusation
on
of
in Singapore,
accusations.
which is understand. Well, let's play the clip and then I'll explain.
Okay, great. Great.
But Singapore's growing caseload has raised alarms, nonetheless, because of the speed at which cases have climbed. Despite policies including stay-at-home orders, intensive testing and contact tracing, and a ban on foreign visitors. And 80% of them are vaccinated, they're having the biggest outbreak ever.
Now, sharp-eyed viewers will have noticed that what Dor just read out is not what the article says. And
Really?
let's look at them side by side here.
Okay, okay.
The article says, throughout July and August, cases
Pause
in
it for 1
Singapore
second.
ticked up
Pause it
to
for 1
over-
second. And it's not just Jimmy reading it off. He produced that graphic.
Or someone did.
Well, his show rewrote the thing and presented it. And so I just want to make that.
Why wouldn't you just copy and paste it, Jimmy, and put it in quotes? Sam's got a really good point. I don't like Sam Cedar, and I fucking hate Emma Vigeland. I like Sam a lot more than I hate this dumb bitch. He's a cool guy, but he's fucked up. And he's kind of fucked up his reputation with me, as of late. But I will say this. He's right. He's right. Why didn't your producer or you, Jimmy, it takes 1 second to copy and paste something. Why didn't you just copy and paste it and read it off? It's weird. And I must say, I'm really disappointed. I can't wait to see how the narrative changed from the misrepresentation of that article. I'm really curious now. Jimmy, you're fucking up, son. If someone I don't like Sam Cedar, I like him, but I don't watch him. I don't have any more respect for him. Okay? But someone who I will listen to that I dislike is going to get my attention on something you said. Wow, lost some more viewers. Nobody said anything. They just walked out. Isn't that weird? Not interested. I don't know. We're about to smoke, but fuck them. Let me try to finish my sentence without people walking out on me. You know, you might find this interesting. Someone that I dislike as a fucking representative of the facts. I've lost a lot of respect for him. At the same time, Jimmy, you're making it really easy for Sam Cedar to win someone like me over right now. So fucking quit fucking up, Jimmy Dore. All right? Quit fucking up. You copy and paste a quote. Fucking hands down. That's what you do. Someone spent the time to rewrite an article, dude? Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, I noticed that your graphic didn't have quotes on it. That gave me suspicion right there. But then you said, you know, the name of the fucking source at the bottom of it. So you misrepresented facts somehow. I'm just dying to find out what the fuck this was. Let's get into this. Let's find out what Jimmy did.
That clear.
You saw him doing this too recently. Like,
Yes.
Yes.
misrepresenting
Yeah.
the
Misrepresenting it, but this is somebody typed it out.
He had a screenshot of an article that then had like all of these stipulations that contradicted exactly what he said. In this instance, this is a graphic they copy and paste or they cropped and used and said this was from
Limp
Fortune,
dick?
and then Sean has the actual text.
No law regarding
Yeah, and I don't
cannabis.
think it's a crop. It's a
No law
dark
regarding
production.
slanderous fucking bullshit. Cheers,
You'll
everybody.
have noticed that what Dor just read out is not what the article says. And let's look at them side by side here. The article says, throughout July and August, cases in Singapore ticked up to over 100 per day after nearly a year of almost no infections due to the city's previous zero-tolerance policy. Emphasis on the word previous there. Then it goes on to say that policy included stay-at-home orders, intensive testing, and so on. Jimmy Dore's text says the speed at which cases have climbed despite policies including stay-at-home orders, intensive testing, and so on. He snips out the sentence, making it clear that these policies were the previous policies, the policies that were lifted, and he puts the word despite in there. Now, the word despite is not in this paragraph in the original article.
Wow, Jimmy. Wow, Jimmy. Jimmy, I think you should fucking respond to this. I'm shocked and appalled. And now I'm really high. I'd probably be screaming mad right now if I wasn't so high. Jimmy. Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy Jams. Jimmy Jams. JD. What is his explanation for that, I wonder? Dude, that's hardcore bad. That is so bad. That is so bad. That is theater, guys. Jimmy Dore's creating fucking theater. Look at his face on that screen, man. God damn, you motherfucker. You motherfucker, dude. I'm really sad right now. I think I might cry. Fortune. You see how it says fortune at the bottom? That makes you a liar, Jimmy. It makes you a fucking liar, man. You accredited a goddamn source to a statement, and you fucking completely changed the statement to satisfy your narrative. How fucking dare you? Billy! Are you seeing this, bro? All right, Doc. I hope you apologize to that woman. Maybe we could keep having a conversation about it, you know? Dude, I'm so sad right now. I want to cry. Ugly cry. That's that line in fucking Don't Look Up. God, you are really hard to look at while you're crying. I mean, just saying. I mean, whew, you are. All right. Let's take this. Let's try to get this over with. I'm so sad right now. And let me just say, hey, man, you know, this is exactly what Sam Cedar wanted on Jimmy Dore, and Jimmy Dore gave it to him. Dude, goddamn, man. But it's time. Yeah, I know. He's been misrepresenting a lot of facts. He's been lying about a lot of shit. And Jackson Hinkle sits there and sucks his dick.
And this makes it seem like these policies are current, ongoing policies. He's rewriting what the article says to make it say something different. Now, I'd like to pause here and ask a question to any fans of Jimmy Dore's content that might be watching this video.
Okay.
Now, I know that the response to me saying Jimmy Dore produces anti-vaccine content will be to say, no, he doesn't.
That's true. No. You changed it. You just moved the goalposts. You said that he was anti-vax before. I said, no, he's not. Does he produce content that fucking feeds into the anti-vax narrative? Oh, yeah, he had Robert F. Kennedy Jr. on. He has this fucking stupid anti-vax doctor on. Oh, yeah, absolutely he produces the content. Is he himself anti-vax? Well, no, but through his actions, by what he's doing now, man, I beg to differ. I would say that he's a fucking closet anti-vaxxer. That's what you are, Jimmy. You're a closet anti-vaxxer, bro. God damn you.
Dore doesn't directly tell anyone not to get the vaccine. He got the vaccine, and he says that you can get the vaccine if you like. You know, he's not anti-vaccine, he's just asking questions. He's just got some concerns. He's just reporting the vaccine news. Now, my question is, if this was true, if Jimmy Dore really was just innocently asking questions and provoking debate, why does he need to lie? Why is he selectively...
Exactly. Because as soon as you lie, you lose all credibility. Just like when I caught Max Blumenthal lying about Graham Elwood the other day. I can't believe... I was listening to Max Blumenthal this morning. He was talking about so much shit on this podcast with Jimmy Dore. And I was like, I don't know if I could believe a single word that you say ever again, Max Blumenthal. I mean, you do a lot of work. You do a lot of reporting. I mean, God, you're just nonstop talk. When he gives you the floor, you got a lot of shit to talk about, a lot of people. It seems like you've done the fucking legwork. But I'm just saying, you fucking straight up lied about Graham Elwood, and now I got to question everything that you say from now on. You know, I guess that's where I ended up with my father. You know, I told a couple lies when I was a kid. He could never fucking trust me again. I don't know. You know, what a stand-up guy my father had to be to allow me to get back, you know, to a point where he trusted me again. And I would continually let him down. You know, great guy. My dad, great guy. I understand. I see it now. This right here, it's just unforgivable. And I really hope Jimmy Dore did a retraction on this. Whatever it was, I hope Jimmy Dore addressed this, and I would love to pull that up. Give him, like Billy said, the benefit of the doubt. Just let him explain his way through this one. Dude, if you have a producer that was doing this for you, I mean, I would do so much more than fire them. I would publicly make sure that everyone out there knew that this motherfucker did this to you. But this is unforgivable, man. Your job is, you've made it your job, Jimmy, to bring us news and facts. You can't do shit like this. This is some fucking serious bullshit. And some people might say, well, what Max Blumenthal said about Graham Elwood, that wasn't as big a deal. Bullshit, it's the same thing. A lie is a fucking lie. It was to manipulate you into fucking believing their side of things, which I can never do. Maybe that's why I lose so many people on here, man, because I can't completely, you know, seal the end of an argument because I have to, you know, surrender points to reality and facts sometimes. You know, some people might not like that shit about me. I'm sorry, man. I gotta keep it fucking real. Jimmy needs to come out of the closet, stop dancing around it, say what you want, you really feel, and don't double down, own up to it. Psh, unreal. You rhyme, Enoch. Most anti-vax celebrities are actually vaxxed. Right? The Screen Actors Guild mandated vaccines on set in January, so there's that. Wow! I didn't know that. What? Was that reported on in the mainstream media, I wonder? Holy moly. Good morning, Enoch. Good morning, Griffin. How's it going, everybody? Okay, let's press on, man, because this is really hard for me to watch, all right? Jimmy Dore's one of my heroes. That's why I'm all hunched over right now. I just feel like I got punched in the stomach watching this. And I'm punched in the stomach by Jimmy Dore.
Quoting the article to avoid mentioning the positive effects of vaccination. Why is he editing the text of the article to make lockdown measures seem ineffective? If he was just reporting the news, he would just read out the article in full, right? If he's just asking questions, why not ask, why does Singapore have one of the lowest COVID death rates in the world? And the answer is because Jimmy Dore is trying to present a biased view of vaccines. He is producing content specifically to attempt to draw in an anti-vaccine audience. He's just doing it with plausible deniability because he doesn't want to be
law
banned
regarding
by YouTube.
Possible deniability.
But let's be fair.
But, I mean, that is
devastating.
I think the most damning part of the article. Although there is, I mean, in the video that Sean produced, you can go through all of this.
It's called Jimmy Dore's Anti-Vaccine Lies.
We will put a link to it in the show notes, and people should go and see that and pass it around. And that segment we just played was from what? Where was that? At 9 minutes in. Really important, and it really
And
this,
in January,
this is out there.
stay
This is a
Tama.
video that has gotten 200,000 or 300,000 views. Anybody who denies their awareness of this now are purposefully trying to be ignorant about it.
He's making a good point. And when you blindly support the narrative that Jimmy Dore has been shoving down our throats for the last 3 months or so, you're one of the people that Sam Cedar's referring to right now.
So understand the implications for people who go on his show, who promote his material. He is out there lying about this. Is this going to cause somebody to not get vaccinated,
Hey.
catch COVID,
Hey.
give it to somebody else?
Hey.
Somebody going to die from this?
Okay, let me stop. I knew exactly where he was going to go with that. Jimmy doesn't care. Jimmy admitted in the debate with Graham Elwood that if he gave someone COVID and they died, he doesn't care. It's not his problem. He's not worried about it.
Who knows?
His wife implied that he regretted taking the vaccine and probably wouldn't anymore recently. So I think probably that is the message they want to send. If they not, they should be more clear about it.
He's also been saying that he's been feeling side effects from the vaccine for months and months. So there's a direct, obviously, agenda.
And let's be
Whoa,
clear
whoa, whoa,
here.
whoa, 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 whoa. And I will say this. I still believe Jimmy when he says that shit. You know, I'm going to tell you that the little flip of the narrative there, changing the goddamn, it was almost a fucking cry for help. You know, that was discoverable, and he should have fucking known that. Jimmy Dore should have known that. Hey, man, you're going to fucking misquote something that anyone can go look up on the internet and see that you fucking changed the goddamn words of something. I remember... My head's about to fucking explode. My brain. Okay. I remember when Jimmy Dore was speaking about an Asian country. And he was making comments around it. And they didn't seem to jive in my brain. My simple monkey brain was going, huh. Because he was reading it from an article, and he made it seem like it was a legitimate source, like he did on that one. And that could have very well been the one I'm thinking of. I don't know. But I remember it. And I remember just having like a... an unsettling feeling. I don't know. It was like a doubtful feeling, almost like we're like who's the fucking author of that? Okay, so you got it from Forbes or you got it from wherever, you know. Who's the author? You know, I had like some kind of a thing like that in my brain, and then when it comes, you find out that no, it really was someone at Jimmy Dore show changing words. Could have been Jimmy himself. It's fucking psychotic. But, you know, at some point, Jimmy Dore fires a producer. And I don't know if it was because of that. They changed the graphic. And I don't know if it was because of this. So, we're going to have to find out. Because I don't know. I don't know how it went down. That's what I'm trying to find out right now.
This guy is willing to literally rewrite a public health article to convince people not to take a vaccine. And he's doing this for money. You tell me where he stops. You tell me what he wouldn't do in terms of like promoting stuff.
He makes
give
a
me
good...
a fucking break.
He
How
makes
is
a
that?
good... He makes
yeah,
a
let's
good...
just address the Dore's
he makes a
defenders
good
who will
point.
not ever actually get into substance here because it's toxic and it would reflect negatively on their credibility. But we'll just say you're obsessed with this guy. Well, good.
Yes. Yeah, I am actually obsessed with a guy who is willing to...
Sam Cedar is completely obsessed with Jimmy Dore. He is. He's jealous of his success. He works to silence him and shut him down constantly. It's a constant. It's like he's made it his white whale. That's one of the least attractive things about Sam Cedar. Is hey man, I could be on here bashing Jimmy Dore every day too, trying to make it my life's work. But, you know, I make a comment from time to time and to let my audience know where I'm at with it. And I keep it real. And it's not my job to just completely go after podcasters. It's just not my job, you know? I just call the bullshit out. But what Sam Cedar does with Jimmy Dore is a relentless, constant barrage of attacks on the Jimmy Dore. That's why I stopped watching Sam Cedar. Full disclosure here, folks. I stopped watching Sam Cedar, and let me finish that. I stopped watching Sam Cedar because of the countless attacks he was in. Most of them were unbased, too. They were baseless. Hey, you like that, Jackson? Baseless. They were fucking baseless. His attacks on Jimmy Dore. And I got sick of it, and I stopped watching him. What Jimmy Dore did, what he did, was the worst thing for this guy. He fucking gave this guy some raw meat. And he's, so boy, is he capitalizing on it. At the same time, I'm really disappointed in Jimmy Dore. So.
Very potentially cause
we'll
the
keep going.
deaths of people to make money on YouTube.
That's sort of what the show's about, actually. That sort of dynamic.
Yeah, and for whatever
No law
piece of
regarding
his
intentionally
audience
causing
is
deaths of your
still
audience. Cheers.
overlapping with ours, or still considers
Bottom of the
themselves a
hour.
part of the left, it also is a radicalization agent for people who we want to be on the left, moving towards a leftist direction. And when you have him basically red pilling people on COVID vaccines, changing the content of articles, I mean, we see this publicly with certain.
He red pilled Jackson, and then Jackson red pills his audience. I've seen it. It's like a disease. It's fucking horrible. It stops here. The buck stops here, guys. The truth starts here.
People who might have like leftist inclinations or whatever, but you can get led down the wrong path. And he's doing that actively, and it's for himself and for his own financial gain.
Yeah, and if people want to know what happened to Jimmy Dore, I'll tell you, you can ask the same question about any corporation that has sold a drug that is, does people harm.
Like you?
Or
Like
any
you?
corporation
Like
that
Emma?
promotes a product that does people harm.
Wow, are you
or
talking
cuts
about
corners
yourself?
for safety or this and that.
Wow.
Money.
He's just greedy. He's just greedy. And he doesn't give a fuck about you.
And the thing about big
It's
pharma too, like, okay,
I just want to make this clear. He does not give a fuck about you. His whole shtick about fighting for the little guy, fuck, he doesn't give a fuck about you. He really doesn't.
That is angry.
I mean, how
That is
do you
Rage.
produce a lie like that? This isn't a mistake. Somebody sat down at the computer to write out that graphic.
Right.
And change the words
It may not have been Jimmy.
to make it seem like lockdown's ineffective, vaccine ineffective.
And if it wasn't,
He doesn't give it.
if it wasn't Jimmy, and Jimmy wasn't aware of it, then this is way over the top. So, once again, Jimmy hired somebody that's a cuck bitch if they fucking did that. You're a poor judge of character, Jimmy, if you hired someone and they did this, and you allow them to fucking change words in an article and you don't know it. This motherfucker, whoever did this shit, if it was Jimmy, man, that's the most fucked up. But if it was somebody else working for Jimmy, man, that person needs to fucking be outed.
They fuck about you. Really is. I mean,
want to talk about,
Amazing.
like, I have virtue signaling, right? Any commitment to Medicare for all,
Right.
caring about people
right,
losing their lives or dying,
right.
then look at that. Look at the changing of life-saving information and the manipulating of it in order to appeal to a certain cohort for view.
That is a fucking stretch. So what she's trying to imply is, he spent years fighting for Medicare for all, forced the vote, obviously. Then, last 2 years, all of a sudden we get this fucking thing, and that negates all of the work that Jimmy's ever done to try to help people. I'm not buying it, Emma. You're really mean. You're a mean girl.
Using for money. And then we're going to be talking about Medicare for all.
If that happened, if we put up a graphic like that, we would probably do a full-on investigation to actually assign blame where it needs to be
If
assigned.
we did it?
Yeah, if that aired on your show, if somehow
I can't even imagine, like, honestly, like,
Bradley was some sort of sleeper cell.
exactly. Like, I don't, like,
My bees.
I mean, we make mistakes. We made mistakes all the time.
But that is constructing a lie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we try and address. I mean, certainly anybody like email. It's, if we know, we will correct it. But that thing, somebody sat down to do that on purpose.
Well, let's find out if.
And kudos to Sean. I mean, because he went in. He and I don't know who this guy is.
He went deep.
He went deep. He went deep. Not just that. I mean, that he put that up in the
My
front.
thing was the way I found out about all of this, and I've got to give, and all of you guys might be, you guys might be thinking that this all was, you know, happened because of my, you know, investigative abilities. But let me just tell you, you want to know how I found out about all of this? Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore mentioned it on his show with Max Blumenthal, and Max Blumenthal mentioned Sean, this name Sean. I didn't know who that was, so I had to go look that up. How many how many people can you get in here from Twitch? Can you host me on your channel? I'll do it if you host me on your channel. How about that? Work with me here. Work with me here. So my point was I found out about this from Jimmy Dore. But my problem was Jimmy Dore didn't play the video and address it. And I was like, well, I'm going to have to go watch this fucking Sean video now. So I went to go look up the Sean video, and I found this Sam Cedar video. Usually try for naturally occurring sugars versus the processed murder powders. Right on, Griffin. No one I know is awake yet. Arvan, try it anyway. Try it anyway. I mean, why am I wishing someone a freaking happy birthday if they're not awake? That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even fucking make sense. You don't make sense. I'm losing you guys. And you know what? I don't care because I'm deep diving this motherfucker right now. I don't care that some people aren't interested in this. You know, for those of you who are interested in this, thank you. You know, because I play Jimmy Dore videos all the time on this video. You know, I like to think I have a personal relationship with him and his family. Are we good? Is your ear bothering you? Clean it before I send you out into the wilderness. That's good, huh? That's good, y'all? That's good, y'all? Let's, are we charged up, RoboDog? Yes, we are. We are completely charged. RoboDog. Alright, off he goes. Off he goes, eh? Off he goes, eh? You got food, you got water. Thinking about another splish of kefefe. I'm thinking about another splish of kefefe. Look what, hey, you guys, look what I forgot to do. I fold this up. I always watch movies right here, and I always cover myself up with this blanket, and Rogie comes over and he lays against me. Cat was over on my other side here. I wish I had a fucking picture. They're both against my legs. I watched movies last night. I didn't want to get up. It was so fucking awesome. And I always fold this thing up before the show. And I do this. I fold it like that. I go like this, like that. And I take it and I stick it right here. And I had some popcorn on the blanket. I had some popcorn on the blanket there too. I had some popcorn on the goddamn blanket. I was removed from Jimmy and Graham channel. Okay. We are making him a video. Oh, you're making him a video. Well, that's very nice of you. That's very nice of you. Run 18? Is it said Run 18? Happy birthday, Run 18? Happy birthday, Run 18! You know, you can only snort half a line of Happy Birthday, Run 18. That's all you can do. You can only snort half a line because Run 18 is so ultra potent. How was that? Was that good? I'm thinking about a splish, a covfefe. We gotta let the dog in, but we're gonna have a splish of covfefe. It's so cold outside. The dog says, "Let me in." Here he goes. His ear's itching again. I need covfefe. I'm gonna make some more to power the show. Just a splish. Just a splish of coffee. Just a splish. Hey man, you guys don't, none of you, I guarantee you, here, check this out. Some of you old schoolers in here too, right? You guys, I bet none of you know where just a splish, the word splish comes from, just splish. You might know where covfefe comes from, but I bet you don't know where splish comes from. Who knows? Who knows where where splish comes from? Nobody. I'll tell you where it comes from, though. I'll educate you guys, but first I want to see if anybody actually knows that shit. That old photo makes you look like a lion. The beard. The beard. Here, let's move on. We've got to do this, and then I'm going to have to get my coffee.
Because I think, like, you know, if you want to watch only 15 minutes of it, or really, frankly, you know, 11 or 12 minutes of it, bingo, that's it. That's all you really need. But then he goes in with other examples of this. I mean, Jimmy Dore just tweeted out the supposed mRNA who's linking back
from a commercial?
to something called Trial News.
Not from a commercial. Nick doesn't know. Okay. Here you go. Hippie chick, Debbie. Where does splish come from? Just a splish. We're gonna make a splish of coffee. I'm just gonna have a splish. I'm gonna make the coffee. You gonna make the coffee? I just want a splish this morning. Just a splish. Just a splish of coffee. It wasn't covfefe, it was coffee. You guys are going to like the story. None of you guys know. So, back when I went to rehab, I was in a facility with a guy that was a speed freak. He's a cokehead. And, you know, everyone there smoked cigarettes, and they let everyone smoke cigarettes at rehab, and everybody drank coffee. It was like, okay, we're all there to get off drugs, but everybody's using nicotine and caffeine like, you know, it was going out of fucking style. And this guy, he smoked nonstop, and he fucking loved coffee all day. And people had jobs at the rehab facility. It was a live-in facility. I lived there for months. And inside the facility, everyone had a job. And every week, your job would switch. You'd get a different job, you know, but you'd have to do it every day, and it was your thing, you know, your assignment. And somebody was in charge of all of us. One person was put in charge of everybody to learn, you know, leadership skills and shit, and how to, you know, rein yourself in, basically. You become in charge of everybody to learn how to rein yourself in, right? And when this guy was in charge, he was the one that was in charge of everybody, you know, and that goes for a month. You got that for a month, I believe. Was it a month or was it a week? I think it was a month. Either way, when he was in charge, he put himself in charge of the coffee. And because he wanted coffee all day, so, you know, he made sure that the coffee was always full. And you'd go in there, you know, it was the living area. It was where the coffee, there was a refrigerator in there. It was like there was a pool table, a television set, a couple of sofas. You know, it was like it was a recreation room, you know, near the main office, and everybody could just chill in there and talk. There was room for everybody in there. And you know, we had meetings inside there. And there were 30 people, at least. He'd be sitting in there fucking with his mug of coffee. You'd be like, "You like coffee's made?" He'd be like, "Yeah, I'm just having a splash of coffee. Just a splash. I just made a splash." He's like, "Do you need some?" He's like, "Let me get you a splash of coffee." That's the only way he would call. That's all he would say is just a splash. It was so fucking funny. That's where that comes from. Coffee man. He was a fucking cokehead. That guy was a cokehead. Oh man, the fucking dude. The stories you hear in rehab, oh my god. What a fucking crazy place. Crazy things happen. People will have just endured so much, you know, in their lives. You go into something like that and you start hearing people talk about shit that they've been through, and you're just like, God damn. Has a massive effect on you.
News.com, which is just sort of like it's just a website.
The Majority Report, I know, right?
A guy who
It's more minority than majority, I would say, Billy. That's well said. That's definitely forward thinking, huh?
claims to be the inventor of mRNA, which other people
this is the guy that Jimmy always has on. Just a splash.
have questioned, let's just say.
A disinformation campaign was initiated by the FDA and others to deter the use of off-label treatment of ivermectin. Again, like this is sort of the ivermectin bullshit. It's just incredible bullshit. It really is just incredible bullshit. I mean, who knows?
Big Pharma's the bad guys, so don't get vaccinated so that you maybe have to buy monoclonal antibodies from them, and also maybe...
She's fucking spouting off the goddamn misinformation on my goddamn show now. Alright, everybody, that was misinformation from stupid fucking Emma Vigeland. That is not the sentiment of this show at all. And anybody monitoring this algorithm, this notation is here for you. This is not an anti-vax channel. Just so you know. I support that shit. Fuck YouTube, man. Fuck Emma Vigilant, man. That's why I fucking hate her. Her fat fucking mouth never knows when to shut up. All right, 1 month ago. So this was November 8th. Here is Jimmy responding to the criticism. So let's find out. Oh, I got 13 minutes through this video and stopped watching it. Huh. I must have wanted to watch the rest of it and I never got to it.
They've ever had, proving our point. For instance, when we covered this is from September. This is an article from Fortune from September 28th. It says, highly vaccinated but more cases than ever, Singapore shows the world what endemic COVID might look like. And what might it look like? Well, on Monday, Singapore recorded.
This is from that same magazine. Is this
Coronavirus cousins, but doesn't upend lives due to a widespread immunity. So it's begun to come in endemic.
Whoa!
Singapore is now fully vaxxed.
Dude, this was the video that Sam Cedar covered? That I didn't get all the way through it. Remember I told you I saw something? It looks like I stopped it right when it was on. Whoa, dude. Was this where the quote came from? Dude, because it looks, those graphics look the same. I think he's wearing the same shirt. Can anybody verify? I'm really high. I don't know. No, that's not it. Wow, which fucking one was it? Despite. That's it. I didn't get that far. I didn't get that far into the video. There it is. You guys, I didn't get that far into the fucking video. I missed it by fucking that much. Fucking 5 minutes. I stopped watching it before it got to that part. Can you believe that? But Singapore's growing caseload has raised alarms nonetheless because of the speed at which cases have climbed, despite policies including stay-at-home orders, intensive testing and contact tracing, and a ban on foreign visitors. This is not the response to Sam Cedar. This was what Jimmy got called out for. I wonder if Jimmy ever responded. So this was November 10th, right? All right. November 10th. And I got to tell you, it's really disappointing, man. That he was covering this on the show yesterday that I was watching this morning with Max Blumenthal, and they weren't addressing Sean's accusations. Now I have to go watch the Sean guy's video to go see what this is all about, because Jimmy Dore didn't want to cover it. He just pointed me to it. You know, him and Max Blumenthal pointed me right to it. So, full disclosure. This is the one right here. Leftist YouTubers co-opted to counter COVID. This is the one. This is the one right here. That's the video I was watching. You can see I didn't watch it all the way through yet. I wonder if he addresses... I bet he doesn't. So... I'm just going to go through... No. Let's see, 10 days ago. We got to keep going. We got to go way back just to make sure. Hey. How are you? Good. I'm doing a show right now. What are you up to? Oh, okay. Well, I'm so sorry, bored sister. I am doing exciting things, unlike you. And oh. Didn't I not return it? Okay. Yeah, I'm doing great. All right. Thank you for calling. I love you. All right, you take care. Okay, bye. My boring sister, I love it. Hey, Beeza. You know, I'm hoping he fucking addressed this shit, but I don't see it. And just because I don't see it in all of his uploads doesn't mean he didn't address it. So, you know, there's something, I saw it, it said, Jimmy Dore fires producer. It should, yeah, corrects record. This was the one we were just watching. Okay, this was from a month ago. So it would have been after this. And no, I didn't see it. Okay, so that's okay. Like I said, it doesn't mean shit. But I will do this. I will see what that other video was. If I can find it. I think it's right here. Here, 1 month ago, it's a fucking Young Turks. Here we go. Let's see what this was about. Jimmy Dore fires producer and humiliates them. Huh. Let's see.
Jimmy Dore was called out by this streamer named Sean. He gave a specific example of Jimmy Dore presenting a graphic from Fortune magazine that purported to say that the vaccine was ineffective, right? But when you look at the original source material, it is abundantly clear that the graphic was edited in a way to send a message that was counter, that was the antithesis of what was actually reported in the source material at Fortune. So I give you that context because the evidence was so overwhelming that Jimmy Dore had no option but to correct himself on air. And then, look, I respect...
Okay, so Jimmy Dore corrected himself on air. Great, he retracted that bullshit. I didn't know that. Thank you, Anna, for letting me know. Let's keep going.
Corrections, clearly, right? So if he had corrected himself despite all the other...
I wonder if Sam Cedar commended Jimmy Dore for correcting the record. Let's see what Anna says, though. It sounds like for making a retraction, it sounds like Jimmy's going to get bashed for that.
Vaccine disinformation content that he's put out there, I would have given him credit for taking personal responsibility and correcting the record. But that is not what he did. He decided to...
Maybe it wasn't his fault, Anna. Maybe it was the producer's fault. Maybe they lied to him. You know, maybe. I don't know. That producer has every option to go public.
Blame his producer and then proceeded to say that his producer was stupid and sloppy and that he fired this producer. Now, whether or not the producer exists is still in question, but assuming that he's being honest there and you take his comments at face value, that he actually blames the producer and fired the producer, what kind of cowardly is that? Just think about that for a second. Can you imagine? I would never sit here and say, it was my producer's fault. I'm correcting the record, but it was my producer's fault.
Not only do you say it was your producer's fault, but you say who they are and you fucking make sure they never get a job in the goddamn industry again. Period. What the fuck are you doing? You're defending someone that misrepresented, that lied? You know, good for Jimmy. What the fuck is she goddamn chastising Jimmy for? Okay, I think I got all the facts out of this dumb fucking bitch. that I needed to hear, everybody. Cool. I think we're good. So there, now you have the whole story, and I'll go watch Sean's video, you know, and I'll see all of the misrepresentations that Jimmy's done. But that was by far, you know, Sam Cedar even said the worst thing that Jimmy had done. You know, I would kind of digress. I would defer, or I'm sorry, I would disagree with Sam Cedar on that, and I would say having that stupid fucking Dr. Quack motherfucker on his show is way worse than a producer flipping a couple words around in a fucking paragraph that most people probably wouldn't even caught. But Jimmy Dore was strawmanning, you know, and that's what I accuse him of doing with all this bullshit. And, you know, the saga shall continue, I guess, right? How's the crypto, man? How's crypto, bruh? How's crypto, bruh? Ethereum's down really low, man. If you wanted to buy some Ethereum, man, now's the time. Look at Ethereum. Ethereum's way low. Fucking A. Look at Sandbox, still under $6. Still under $6. Sandbox. Matic is 256. Yeah, I wouldn't get that. I wouldn't get Matic at 256. But I would get Cardano at $1.38. I would totally get 47.7 fucking Bitcoin. What? 47.7! Who's doing it? Who's getting some 47.7? You call out one for your team members and correct it. Yeah, dude, that's why team mentality sucks. You know, you just got to keep it real and truthful and honest across the board. My cat wants me to let him in. What? He's a comedian? Can't believe you would tell lies like this. 5,400 likes, 140 replies. Could have fooled me. I guess we got to cancel Sean for saying that. Just like Steven Crowder. Can't believe Sean would do this. Leave a like if you cried. It got worse when he called the genocide denier and war crimes enthusiast propagandist for hire Max Blumenthal a journalist. What do you want? You want to go outside? Go on. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Good kitty. Good kitty. Good kitty. Good kitty. Smoking gas 420. Hello. I too have kafefe. That was interesting, huh? A little interesting thing on Jimmy, man. You know, you got to just kind of make up your mind how you feel about that. 47.7, guys. That's a good spot. Bitcoin's at 47.7. Great place to be. There was a huge buy-in from the 46,600. Got down to 46,600. It was the point that we hit was 46,596. I could write that in on the chart. 46,596. You know? 46,596. She was insinuating that he never even had a producer, which I highly doubt. I don't know. He went live on a show, said he fired the producer. I would publicly out them, whoever they are. If they did that to Jimmy, that's a fucking horrible thing. I do know this. When I'm watching the Jimmy Dore show, there's somebody inside that studio with Steph working that she's telling him, go to camera number 4, go to a card. There's people in there producing for them for sure. So there's no doubt that there's people working there. Now, I don't know how many and I don't know who, but whatever the fuck happened, I would publicly out that person to support your own reputation, bro. That's fucked up, man. That was fucked up. And Jimmy's narrative on that, ugh. What's my shirt say? It says, the love that you find is a love that you will never find, because it is a love which you have never been able to have been found. Guns! You know what that really says? My Beazle. I get HAF, and then at some point, I just kind of let up on it a little bit. I let up with it a little piece. You know what I'm saying? These all must be lined up properly. There we go. That's going to help immensely. I'm going to enjoy watching this Jimmy Dore's anti-vaccine lies video. It's 50 minutes long, so I'm going to go watch that, actually. Yeah, I'll see you guys this afternoon at 1 o'clock, my time. Give or take. That's what we'll try to do. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hashtag keep it open. Oh, I should check my coffee, huh? Ooh. I got plenty of coffee left. I got plenty of coffee. I got plenty of coffee. I got plenty of coffee. 68 degrees. My fucking heater went down too. It's like, no, I don't think so. We ain't doing fucking 68 degrees. We're going up to 71! Doesn't matter. Jimmy took it back. He still lied. He'd lie about his breakfast to a vegan. I bet if Jimmy lived with an Englishman for 2 days, he'd start speaking with an accent. Bro, if Jimmy says that he doesn't care if he gives you COVID and you die from it, he strikes me as pretty much a straightforward guy, man. Not really a lying type of guy. You know, is he controlling the narrative by the people that he has on his show? Yes. Yeah, totally. Is he fucking trying to, you know, to counter that somewhat by having a debate with Graham Elwood? Yes. I give him credit for that. Did he retract what was done on his show with flipping around the words of that fucking article that changed the context of it? Yes, he publicly retracted it. It's important, bro. That's important shit. A lot of these motherfuckers, like, did Sam Cedar go and say, okay, Jimmy Dore retracted it? You know, you gotta just give him that at least. Do I drink tea? Of course I drink tea. Indeed. A spot of tea. Just a spot of tea. Well, so glad to see that my audience counter is working right now. That's nice to see that at least I know it's working. Hey, Smoking Gas, do I drink? You're blocked. Oh, before you lay a little punchline down, I knew it was you the whole time. I knew it was that guy the whole time. Listen, I'm out here, guys. I love y'all. But I've lost a lot of you, unfortunately. And that makes me sad. So unless my numbers go up, like, really quick right now. I do have some coffee left, though. I do have some coffee. That keeps me around. It does keep me around somewhat. Sandbox is still under $6. I know, Billy. I know. That's the point. I'm joking around. I know people leave when I say Billy. I'm my own worst enemy, Billy. I know. So pretty outside, man. Oh my God, it's fucking pretty outside. I got fuzzies. I got fuzzies on me. Hey Josh, what's up, buddy? I'm just enjoying the rest of my coffee, chilling, watching my audience leave. There's really nothing left to say, is there, about this whole thing? I'm going to watch that video by Sean. And I'll let you guys know what I think today at 1 o'clock, alright? The name of the video is Jimmy Dore's Anti-Vaccine Lies. Anti-vaccine has a dash in between it, and there's an apostrophe in between the E and the S on Doors. Jimmy Dore's Anti-Vaccine Lies. It's got 38,000 likes. And of course, they've turned off the dislikes, so you can't have no idea what people think about the fucking video compared to the people who liked it. But I will say this, It's got over 500,000 views and it's only got 38,000 likes. Right? Right? That might be a ratio right there that they won't let you see. Hey, freaking article. All right, you guys. I will see you guys this afternoon. Love y'all. Take care. Hope you had fun. Bye-bye now.